Are these new Hollywood Studios eats some of Disney's best?
Let's eat.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are back at Disney's Hollywood Studios for a smorgasbord of eats from a galaxy far, far away, as well as the Muppets. We recently saw Mandalorian and Grogu. It also was recently May the 4th, so they have launched a brand new bunch of eats themed to Star Wars. And if you've seen that Mandalorian and Grogu movie, I'm sure you're knowing what type of cookie they brought here, right?
Yeah, I got some nice blue macarons. Also over at Docking Bay 7, there's a sweet and spicy puffer pig pasta, a new pot roast, ribs, bringing the meats in Galaxy's Edge.
I've always felt the Docking Bay 7 over at Disneyland in California is better than the Docking Bay 7 over at Hollywood Studios here in Walt Disney World in Florida. So I'm wondering if maybe they just elevate the game there a little bit more. Also, the Muppets have invaded Rock and Roller Coaster. Not open quite yet. It'll probably be open, I think, by the time we launch this video out. But we have a pass holder preview to the Rock and Roller Coaster, and by virtue of having that, we can visit the brand new booth themed to Swedish Chef. It doesn't look like it's too great, but we'll probably try one or two of the items there. This is mostly going to focus on that Star Wars food. So much to eat. I'm so excited. Are you ready, Sam?
I'm ready.
If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Join us while we try out the brand new eats over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. All right, to celebrate the Mandalorian, we know we have to start off with those Grogu cookies. Interestingly enough, I captured a bit of the Mandalorian on the way here with Grogu saying hi to the crowd. So if you don't know how to get here, of course, we'll have to enter straight in to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Head straight down Hollywood Boulevard as we see the Grumman's Chinese Theater. We're going to bear left, and there's like a kind of a left that's to the right. It's near ABC Commissary. We're going to head through there, make another right, and they're going down Grand Avenue. There's going to be this little bridge. You're going to go underneath that bridge, and it will transform into the Resistance Force. The characters have been out today, Sam. We saw the Mandalorian. We've seen some stormtroopers. We also saw Darth Vader. And as we continue through the Resistance Force, you're going to bear left, and you're going to see a little area of shops. This is a little trading outpost here. It's kind of where the smugglers hang out. And one of those smugglers at Katsaka. We went to Katsaka's Kettle, where you can get her special corn, and that's where you can find Grogu's favorite cookie. I will say I liked the container they had in the movie. Not as nice, and you got more of them. I guess maybe I gotta go visit Mando with Grogu. Sam did not see Mando because she was in line to get these for moi. So I want to give a big thank you to Sam for sacrificing Mando and Pedro Pascal time to let Jay try a cookie out. So what's interesting about this, Sam, is I know we said macaron, but there's no back end of the cookie. It looks like it's just like a macaron front, and then you can see it's already on my fingers and stuff. This white chocolate in the back.
I think it's a pineapple filling. They're so tiny. I mean, I get Grogu's tiny, but...
As most Star Wars food, this is weird.
I wish they made them look like Grogu and like had the little ears on them. I think that would have been a cute macaron.
Yeah, I think the selling point was like you want to eat what Grogu's eating.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
So that's why they made these, but I also think Grogu's had a back end. Ours don't. I don't know how well pineapple goes on macaron as well. I think raspberry would have been better. I'm definitely using some special intergalactic dye on this. I do like the cookie area in the front. It is like soft, and it does kind of flow apart in your mouth as you would want.
I think there's a back end. I think it's just covered in white chocolate.
Yeah, but and usually in a macaron, Sam, you have a front cookie and a back cookie in the interior.
Oh, and then the sandwich. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have that here. Although the actual macaron piece they're using is good. Disney does good macarons. I expected more out of Katsaka. I expected more out of these. I feel like these could be a big seller. I feel like they, you know, I hate to say this, but I often feel like Disney's Star Wars food falls short.
Except for the Ronto wrap.
Yeah, except for the Ronto wrap. If you guys want to see a top 10 Galaxy's Edge eats, we want to do that video one day. Let us know in the comments. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's okay. I don't think it's something you should go out of your way for. 7's like a C. It's good, it's all right, but I just think they should be better, in my opinion. All right, so this is kind of what Katsaka's is known for. It's this cold brew. For those from Earth in the galaxy far, far away, they use Joffrey's coffee in here, which I think in Florida isn't that great, but in Disneyland tastes a bit better.
Yeah, sometimes the coffee itself is very sour, but we'll see. I did ask for extra cream, and they obliged today. Sometimes, like, they don't want to. I don't know. Sometimes they're just like, no.
This is called the Black Calf Cold Brew. They've had it for quite a while. They originally had it at Disneyland. They brought it here because people love it at Disneyland. And we've only had, I think, one good iteration of it. This isn't new. We just want to have it.
Yeah, I just, when you're there.
When at Katsaka's.
It's all right. it's not even sweet. I guess like the coffee is so sour that when they try to sweeten it with the cream, it's still, because the coffee's so sour, just doesn't get the sweetness, if that makes any sense. But it's like not the worst Joffrey's coffee that I've ever had. And it'll be fun to eat the Cocoa Puffs. I'll give it a 6.
A 7 and a 6. We are not starting strong today. Universal was doing great when we went there. But hopefully, well, we are going to Docking Bay 7 next, so that should be much better food. Our next spot takes us over to Docking Bay 7 to get here. We're at Katsaka's Kettle. We're going to head through Ronto Roasters. We're going to bear left. We're going to get that great reveal of the Millennium Falcon. We're not going towards it. It's going to be to the left of the Millennium Falcon. And this is kind of supposed to be a docking bay. You're docking your ship, you're baying, and you're coming in, and you're getting some munchies. This is 1980 as you walk in, because it's representing when Empire Strikes Back open. There's a bunch of little Easter eggs and nods in here. You can mobile order, or you can order at the counter. And they have 3 new items. The one that interested me the most were these ribs, Sam.
These are the sweet puffer pig ribs with portion bread. Pork ribs brushed with tangy barbecue sauce and served with mac and cheese and sponge cake.
Mac and cheese and sponge cake on ribs? Sounds strange.
Sounds like something on an alien planet.
It does. It sounds like we're in a war of the stars. All right.
Far, far away place.
And a long time ago. It came literally right off that bone. Let me try this out.
I can't gauge that reaction. I'm not sure what that meant.
It's good. Remember the ribs that were really good at Food and Wine? That were like new this
the
year?
miso cola ribs.
I don't think there's miso in this. Definitely more, it's like a spicy barbecue sauce. It's very good.
It's a tangy barbecue sauce.
That mac and cheese is better than standard Disney mac and cheese. This is good. I know. Vader says no, I say yes. I'm so happy that Docking Bay actually has good food now. Because I really, like, if you go to Disneyland, I feel like I love going there every single time, but here I've always...
You like the tip yip here, though. The chicken tip yip. Am I even saying that right?
I don't know. Let me try this sponge cake. Airy, mixes in well, a little bit of sweetness, not too sweet. You're getting a crunch right on the top here from these little crunchies. It's
Are those panko breadcrumbs?
I think so. Literally falling off the bone. 9. You get a whole rack too. I'm not gonna go 10. I'm gonna go 9 because they could be a little juicier. But this is very good. If you like ribs and you like mac and cheese, definitely try this out. So good. The next new item is the sweet and spicy Puffa Pig Pasta. Not to be confused with Peppa Pig. Sam, what's on it in this?
Flat noodles with pork belly, bok choy, sweet and spicy soy sauce, and a hard-boiled egg. I feel like they forgot to mention that it's like covered in onions too, which I feel like you should mention in the description. I like onions. Jason can't really have too much.
I love onions. My stomach does not like them.
Blue egg?
Is it a bantha egg, I'm assuming?
Don't know.
Blue milk is supposed to be the milk of banthas, which, funny enough, tastes like fake sugar.
I'm gonna try a piece of this pork first. That was a fatty piece of pork. It is good, but it's extremely, that was like a really fatty piece. They're like egg noodles. They're extremely spicy.
I said sweet and spicy. Is there any sweet in there?
It's, whoa. The pork had no spice on it, but the noodles, damn. That's a little too much for me. Some egg. I should do 2 eggs. Give me 2 blue eggs. This is like an Asian-inspired noodle dish. The pork is decent. It's too spicy for me, though. I would give it a 7.
From an A to a C. Last item, the shock pot roast. I'm not saying that right. There's 2 A's in this word. Sam, what's on it in this?
It's a birria pot roast with turmeric, garlic mash, and roasted carrots. That sounds good.
I never even thought of putting birria and pot roast and making a child of the two. But I guess it makes sense. Birria is just like beef sitting in like juices. All right, let's see how this tears. If it's birria, it should be very tender. Oh, it is a tender lad. Oh, look at that. It's a sensitive boy. So I got a little bit of everything in here. I don't want the green, though. I don't need the green. Come on, buddy. Go away. I'm gonna eat the green, I guess. I've heard, like, the publicity around this new pot roast. Like, I've heard society, the Disney Society rejoicing for it. And I understand now.
The pot roast has its own PR team.
It is a bit dry, which can happen, I feel like, sometimes when it's, like, sitting out in a pot for too long, but this garlic mash is so good. Great flavor from the birria. And it's an interesting combination because you have pot roast, like kind of a Mexican flair. I don't know what nationality is pot roast, but where does pot roast cuisine come from? I feel like it'd be like Ireland or England or something. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you'll correct me, and I appreciate those that are nice. Let me try this mash out by itself. The mash is the star. It's got this nice little buttery flair to it, a nice hint of that little spice in the back end from the garlic. Not that garlic's spicy, but you know what I mean. Like you feel a little something when you swallow. I'm gonna go 8. I think the best were the ribs, but this is definitely a contender. I think the weakest thing was the thing you had, Sam. I feel bad, but we're gonna share off camera, so don't worry. All right, our next spot takes us over to the milk stand. If you want to know how to get here, we have to go to the first order area. If we're heading out of Docking Bay 7, we're going to head towards the cruisers, past Dock Ondors. You're going to see those cruisers, then you're going to see the Droid Depot. We're going to make a left at the Droid Depot, head straight down. You'll see Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, and then you're going to see the milk stand right across from it. Now, usually they have some blue milk, but today it is pink.
It is a plant-based rice milk with sweet and fruity characteristics. What a description. Sweet.
I don't hate blue milk, but I do usually feel it has like a fake taste to it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I already had a sip of this. And it tastes like amoxicillin. Like when you were a child, no, you know the bubblegum medicine? Yeah. Which like, I loved that as a child. I used to like try to fake sick so that I could go to the doctor to get, I was like a fiend for that bubblegum medicine. It tastes like that, but cold.
Maybe it's for you.
A lot of people don't like this. It's been getting like not good reviews. It tastes like bubblegum. I actually like it more than the blue though. And it reminds me of those childhood days of taking the amoxicillin out of the refrigerator behind my mom's back.
Maybe this is what we've been waiting for as a society. Just the medicine we were given as children at Disney World.
It is sweet and artificial and bubblegum tasting, but it feels pretty refreshing and it reminds me of childhood sickness.
So nostalgic.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I don't know how strong that 8 is. I feel like for most of society.
I'm actually gonna drink this. I don't like the blue or green. I'm gonna actually drink this whole thing.
Next item is the Kirkcaldy Blue Cake. It's spiced vanilla shortbread cookie with ginger cream and cheese icing.
I ordered a pink milk and a blue cake. It's like a gender reveal.
I almost want to break this open. Let's see how it looks when I break it open. Literally just a giant shortbread cookie. I thought it had like some filling in it or something. It's very dense. Weird. Super dry. The cream on top gives it some moisture, but the rest of this is just a dry shortbread cookie. And there's some weird spice in it too.
I think the food coloring is drying it out.
That could be it. I'm gonna go 5. I wouldn't get it again. It's weird because I feel like it's been hit or miss today with the Star Wars food. As usual, it is with Star Wars food. But I think the pink milk for certain parties is going to be a hit. I don't know how it's going to be a hit for everyone, but the pink milk definitely reminds me of medicine I had as a child. Our next item takes us over to Backlot Express. If you don't know how to get here, we'll have to head back to the Grand Avenue sections. Where we enter Galaxy's Edge, we're going to exit. We're going to pass Star Tours, and right past Star Tours, you'll see Backlot Express. This is themed to a Hollywood backlot. Very nice in here. They have a cupcake that has a white chocolate X-Wing right on the top. There's also an interesting factoid about this cupcake. Sam, what's on in this?
This is a cookies and cream cupcake with marshmallow buttercream, a white chocolate X-Wing, and milk chocolate rocks. And inside the cupcake, a secret lightsaber color will reveal itself.
So we're going to find out if Sam is a Sith or a Jedi right now.
I feel very Sith. I lean towards the dark side. I think it's my hormones. I don't know.
I feel like I'm a light side type of guy.
You definitely are.
Obi-Wan is my favorite.
Opposites attract. All right, let's see.
I'm like Rey and you're Kylo.
I'll take it. We actually saw Rey.
Oh, you are Sith. You are Sith.
Well, it looks more pink. It's a girl.
It's a girl murderer.
Yeah. That's so fun. They gotta work on their food coloring. It's funny though, I feel like a lot of things were like gender reveal, like the pink milk, the blue cake, everything feels having a lot of food coloring today. Not so good for the body, but good for the video.
Gender reveal and medicine coded. How does like Disney cupcakes have too much icing? Does it have too much icing on it?
No, it has a good ratio. Cake to icing ratio is good, and the cake is it's like a nice moist vanilla cake, and then there's actual like Oreo bits inside, and a marshmallow buttercream. I don't care for the chocolate rocks, but I get why they were there. But the cupcake itself, the cupcake and the icing are really good, and it was very nicely themed. And it's a girl. I'm gonna go 8.
Wow, it's one of the stronger items, and I wasn't expecting it. Usually Disney cupcakes are a little too sweet for me, but I wasn't expecting this. Our next items take us over to Oga's Cantina. It is bumping in here right now. DJ Rex over playing all the classic tunes. If you want to be able to find Oga's Cantina, this is going to be right in front of the Millennium Falcon. We're kind of in between Millennium Falcon and the milk stand. Very eclectic in here. There's a frog. There's a bunch of like really cool, interesting drinks. And Sam, you got one of the new ones, a new mocktail. Comes in a Loft Cat mug.
The Roaring Loft Cat Minute Maid apple juice, lemon, and cinnamon with Seagram's ginger ale. It's the fanciest mocktail I've ever had in my life. The
music just went off. I think something happened to Rex.
It's nice and cold, I'll say that. It's so interesting. So it's apple juice. There's like a hint of cinnamon. And then it's also sour from the lemon. A lot of different things going on here. Taste-wise, maybe not my favorite. I would give it a 7 for taste. But I think the cup is so cute. For the cup, I'd give it a 9, but for taste, 7.
All right, so I got the Three Sons over Batu. This is Minute Maid Premium Lemonade with hot honey, Dole pineapple juice, mango, guava, and ginger. They also have 3 items on top, which represent Three Sons. It is very hot here on Batu, so it's understandable. All right, let's try this out. It's pineapple. A little tahini on the rim. Oh wow, this is a great mocktail because it has the hot honey. The hot honey almost works as like kind of that back end spice you get on the back of your throat if you were drinking alcohol, which I was very questionable of, but it came out very good. It's very refreshing with the pineapple as well.
They garnished it well. Like it looks like a really nice looking mocktail.
The tahini adds another nice little spice. I actually really enjoy this, and it's refreshing too. I didn't think you were gonna be able to capture that balance, but it does. And you know what? The hot makes sense because you got the 3 hot suns from Batu, so it brings kind of everything together. I think it's very creative, very good. I'm gonna go 9 with it. I'm not sure if it's for everyone, but I think on a hot day like today, it's an interesting drink that I think kind of does work well, but I don't think it's for everyone. All right, we just experienced Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster for the very first time. It's right down Sunset Boulevard. Obviously, used to be Aerosmith. You can see one of Dr. Teeth's golden tooth right there as you walk in. And there are a lot of really different cool Easter eggs. Scooter has been Employee of the Month for a very long time. We're now going to eat at the Swedish Chef's booth. Interestingly enough, there is a sign on that booth that says Kermit is now not allowing Swedish Chef to make any of the food, so we can't actually blame him if this isn't that great. It seems like items that you could do pretty well. I've only gotten 2 of them because the corn dog nuggets are pretty standard. It's like a churro and stuff, I feel like a standard. So I got the walking taco, which, while is a very normal type of treat to get, is I feel like unique to Disney. It's one of the first times I've seen this at Disney, and I've had a lot of experience with walking tacos. I've seen reviews on these where people aren't like crunching them up. I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but whenever I had walking tacos, and these were very prominent when I used to be an independent wrestler, they would sell these at events, you're supposed to like crunch the bag up before you actually have it. So if you don't do that, or if I'm not supposed to do that, let me know. This is gonna be Fritos, queso, tomatoes, and guac. It needs a protein. The queso is very creamy, and I think it mixes in with the guac well. You get a little acidic flavor from the tomato and a slight bit of sweetness. I really do like the corn flavor on the tortillas. I've always been a big fan of walking tacos, but I think this one needs like a pulled chicken or pork or something like that. Not bad. I will say the one that we got looks a lot more loaded than previous iterations I've gotten, which I think is good. Because of that, I'm going to go 7. I think it's solid. I think it could do for a bit better, maybe with some meat stuff, but it's a solid 7. Solid C. I think people who like this, I think people who have this will like it, and I love the addition of Rock and Roller Coaster. All right, so we got frozen Fanta, blue raspberry, vanilla soft serve, and then cotton candy on top of this drink right here. This is the most interesting drink I feel like they had here, although it definitely looks too sweet. I'm not a huge cotton candy fan, but I mean, look at it. It's a looker, so I feel like I had to get it. They were having some issues with the icy machine, so it took them a little bit to get it to me, but they got it. Oh, it's incredibly sweet. It's like too sweet. Creamy. I'll tell you what, it is refreshing. I could do without the cotton candy. Not bad. Swedish Chef, this is the type of food he would make. It would be just a mess. And I'm a mess right now. Oh my gosh, it's leaking all over me. Jeez. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go 6. It's a little too sweet for me, a little too messy. All right, so that is it for our Hollywood Studios food crawl. Sam, unfortunately, was not with me when I tried out Rock and Roller Coaster. Her neck bothers her a bit. So one of our friends, Vicky, actually helped us out filming there. So Sam, you didn't have the Swedish Chef food, but let me ask you this. Out of all the food that we had, what was your favorite?
I really enjoyed the Docking Bay 7 savory items.
Agreed.
The pot roast and the ribs. And the mac and cheese were very good.
Yeah.
The amoxicillin drink, surprisingly, hit the spot.
If you like amoxicillin, you will like that. I'm not sure if it's for everyone. It was definitely an interesting thing. I think the drinks and ogas were interesting as well.
The cupcake was really good.
Yeah, the cupcake, yes. Disney cupcakes usually have too much buttercream-based icing. I think making it a cookies and cream icing offset a bit of the sweetness.
No, it's a marshmallow icing.
Oh, a marshmallow icing.
Yeah. There's a cookies and cream base.
it made it less dense and gave it more of a fluffy, airy consistency. Very tasty, very good. We also did a lot today. We rode the brand new Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run with Grogu and the Mandalorian. That was a lot of fun. I think the ride experience itself was a lot better. I know you didn't experience Rock and Roller Coaster Sim, but you got to take my word for it. It was great. I know you get worried about, your neck and stuff.
My neck, my head. I get headaches very easily, so.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun being able to check that out. The Swedish Chef food, it was definitely the weakest out of all the things that we ate today.
I wasn't too sad to miss it, to be honest. I was like,
yeah. Although I think the walking taco fits well for a Disney park, so definitely an interesting offering there. Without a doubt, I'm so happy that the Docking Bay 7 food is a huge upgrade, and that spot really needed it, so I'm happy it has that. I will say the Grogu cookies were a bit of a letdown, but I think overall we just had a really fun day. It was one of those days where sometimes we don't get to get on rides. We got a lot of rides today, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also there were so many characters. Hollywood Studios really felt alive. Also,
yes.
The animation Courtyard looks amazing.
Yeah, they've been experimenting with adding more character, like walk-around experiences like they do at Disneyland and the Walt Disney World parks, and I've been loving it. I don't know how the general guest feels, but as someone who's an annual pass holder, I think it's great that I don't have to wait on the line, and these characters feel like they're living in these spaces that were created for them to kind of experience or be in.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it makes the areas feel more alive and more kinetic, so ton of fun, amazing time, huge upgrades, some letdowns, but overall, a really fun day. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm, helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications, that way you are notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday at 12 p.m. and hit that bell so you're notified when that second video drops later in the week.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
To make the days count.
We will see you next time. Look at that squirrel. That's all, folks. He's just chilling. That's the Monsters Inc. land that they're building right now, and he's found a nice little snack, that guy. He's just munching away at it. I'm proud of him.
He is so cute.
And the people you see scrolling up on the screen right now, those are our members. I want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity for helping us fund this channel. If you have any interest in a membership, we have tiers as low as $1, $9 a month with differing perks like early access to videos and credits credentials like you're seeing right now. If you have any interest in a membership, we'll check out the join button below. There are all those different tiers and perks, but even if you can't become a member, if you're someone who just consistently likes, comments, subscribes, engages with these videos in any way, we greatly appreciate you because your engagement, it helps us make more of them, and we feel very privileged and very lucky to be able to make them. And as always,
keep it going for Frank.